Here's part 2 of my Miscellaneous DVD collection for 2024 edition. And before I start this video, here are a few Miscellaneous VHS tapes that I forgot to show in the last video. So, anyways, no time to waste. Let's begin. This is a classic from 1987 that I've watched last year. And there's no label whatsoever. But I checked, and still the real thing. February 11th and February 12th, 1993. And this is a later pressing. But even though this is still have the HBO logo at the beginning, so yep. This is an okay movie from 2001, which it has Michael Douglas, Paul Reiser, and John Goodman. Film rental from Hollywood Video. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this tape or not because I've already watched it a couple years ago, and it's an okay movie, so I'm probably gonna have to keep this tape. So, yeah. Got this tape from St. Vincent de Paul after we moved to Lewiston back in July of 2017. February 23rd, 1988. And finally, here's the last tape for this video. And this is a wishbone tape. So, yep. And that's it for the VHS tapes. Now, let's get on with the continuation of my Miscellaneous DVD collection for 2024 edition. So, anyways, let's continue. Starting with the first 7 DVDs. So, here we go. And yes, I'm showing the 3 Franklin DVDs for this collection. So, yep. And this is a Canadian DVD. So, yeah. And here's another Franklin Canadian DVD. This is the 1995 version of Ghost in the Shell. I do have the 2017 remake, which is the live action one, which I already show in my Paramount DVD collection for 2024 edition. So, yep. Saw this movie before a couple years ago, and this is one of the best movies of 1992. And this movie has Al Pacino, Kevin Spacey, Jack Lemmon, Ed Harris, and uh, what's his name? Oh yes, Alec Baldwin and the late Alan Arkin. So, yep. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend you all to watch it. So, yeah. And I heard the 2024 Harold and the Purple Crayon movie is terrible, in my opinion. So, just sticking with this one for right now. So, yep. Plan on rewatching this movie soon. So, yep. And it's a former rental from Hastings. Plan on watching this DVD soon. Haven't seen it yet. Saw this movie before, just a while ago before we moved to another house, and I liked it. This movie has Anthony Maggot, Jeremy Ryder, along with Evergreen Lily and Ray Fiennes. Saw this movie before, and I liked it. This movie has Dennis Quaid and the late Cloris Leachman. Saw this movie before, and I really liked it. From 2023, this movie also has Kelsey Grammer in it and Kimberly Williams. There we go. Haven't seen this show yet, but I'm going to soon. And this show has David Spade and the late George Segal. Excellent 2010 movie that won for Best Picture, starring Colin Firth, Jeffrey Rush, Helena Carter, Derek Jacob, and the late Michael Gambon. Got this DVD from Goodwill back in 2021. Amazing 2019 movie starring Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Lakeith Stanfield, and the late Christopher Plummer. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend you all to watch it soon. So, yep. Awesome 2016 movie directed by Damien Chazelle. This movie has Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, and J.K. Simmons. And this movie should have won an Oscar for Best Picture of 2016, but this movie was lost to Moonlight, which I don't have that movie yet, but I will soon. As soon as possible. I got this DVD brand new at St. Vincent's back in 2021, I think. And this is one of my all-time favorite 2016 movies that I really enjoyed. So, if you haven't seen this movie, I recommend you all to watch it. So, yep. Haven't seen this movie yet. In which I was trying to watch this movie, but never get the chance to watch this movie. And it's a film rental from Blockbuster. And the Blockbuster date is May 9th, 2010. I've seen this movie before, and this is a great 2011 movie starring Matthew McConaughey, along with Marshall Tomlin, William H. Macy, and I believe Josh Lucas and Michael Pena and Shane Wakeman are in this movie too. So, yep. Saw this movie before last summer, and I really loved this movie. Written and directed by Guy Ritchie in his directorial debut. Plan on watching this movie before Christmas, so yep. And it's a film rental from Hastings. And this is a Criterion DVD. I do have another Criterion DVD, which I'll show that in a later part. And the spine number is 1114. And this is the 1939 version of Love Affair by RKO Radio Pictures. This is the 2016 version of A Man Called Ove. And I do have the 2023 version called A Man Called Otto, starring Tom Hanks, which I've already showed it on my Sony Blu-ray collection for 2024 edition, if you haven't seen those videos yet. And I enjoyed this original 2016 version by, or yeah, this is the 2016 Swedish movie by, I don't know what company's called, but Never mind. So anyways, let's continue on with the video. Sorry, I've been talking too much, so let's continue. Haven't seen this movie yet, but I will soon. Saw this movie before, a while ago, and this is an awesome 2016 movie starring Michelle Williams, along with Casey Affleck, Lucas Henge, and Tate Donovan. And plus, Matthew Broderick is also in this movie as well, so yep. Amazing 2001 movie, written and directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Guy Pearce and Joe Panettiere. And this is a Lions Atlantis DVD. So, yep. My mom and I already enjoyed this movie right here. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend you all to watch it. So, yep. I'm going to show you all a few more DVDs for this video, and then we'll stop here for part 3. Oh, I need to show that next. And this is the DVD I've been showing you all, so, yep. And I haven't seen this movie yet, so don't judge me. Now, I'm showing this DVD next. And this is a good underrated 2021 movie starring Bruce Willis and Megan Fox. And I do believe I'm going to show you one more DVD for this video. Then we'll stop here for part 3. This is one of the best movies of 2013, starring Matthew McConaughey, Reese Witherspoon, and the late Sam Shepard. Well, everybody, there you have it for my Miscellaneous DVD collection for 2024 edition. Stay tuned for part 3. So, Oppenheimer Me 2002, have a good rest of your night. So, yep.